Throughout my 7 trillion hours of Nuzlocking, I've gathered knowledge, experience, and expertise that have refined my skills and allowed me to play on another level.
7 trillion hours is almost 800 million years. Given this information, Patters must have lived on Earth during the time Godzilla-sized meteor showers were more common than a British rainstorm, or he's a weaselly little liar.
But no matter how good I get, no matter how much experience I accumulate, there's always one thing that is constant. One thing that I can't get away from.
Leo begging you for treats?
And that is the sheer amount of death!
Oh. Well, that's depressing.
Welcome to Kaizo Ironmon, a challenge so unfair, so brutally addictive, that after 500 runs of pain and sadness, I still kept coming back for more. But in Kaizo Ironmon, you don't pick your starter. A random number generator will choose a ball for you to pick.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna go apply that same strategy at the local casino. I'll be right back.
Son of a
So, you hiring, Pat? Cause, a brother needs to put bread on the table.
The first rule of Pokemon Kaizo Ironmon, you can't have any Pokemon over 600 base stat total, which includes pretty much every pseudo-legendary, almost every legendary, Tyranitar, Metagross, Dragonite, you name it, you can't have it.
But Santa said I could have whatever I wanted for Christmas this year. That jolly St. Jack lied to me.
So I catch a Slowbro and not really thinking much of it. I always thought Slowbro was pretty good, but not the best Pokemon in the world. We name it Tucker. Welcome to the team, Tucker.
All hail
the Queen!
All hail Britannia!
But as luck would have it, it has Volt Absorb, which takes one of its weaknesses, electric-type moves, and turns it not only into an immunity, but an ability that will allow me to regenerate health when I get hit with electric-type moves.
Obvious foreshadowing is obvious.
And now we collect the items, because, let's check my notes here in the rules. Oh, yes, another rule of Kaizo Ironmon, you are not allowed to buy potions.
Jeez, just think of what the Pokemarts must be going through revenue-wise. Because if that's the case, then you can forget about tubes. The economy would be going down the metaphorical giga drain.
With Tucker the Slowbro in tow, we take on our first opponent. Most runs that get out of the lab will end right here.
Speaking of lab...
Back to the lab again.
That sound clip will forever haunt my nightmares. For this heinous crime, you are awarded 10 sins.
Oh yes, the levels are boosted by 50%. So what would usually be a level 10 opponent turns into a level 15 opponent. What is usually a level 50 opponent turns into a level 75 opponent.
Making the opponents tougher so the audience will be more invested, cliché.
And with that, we gain the first gym badge. And we are now in the top 0.1% of all the runs that I have done in this game so far.
When you wipe the floor with a man who thinks onigiri are jelly-filled donuts, did you really win it all?
So instead, we trundle along to Vermilion City, where we can get a lot more training in. We grab the bike voucher from the man that definitely does not want to do coitus with a Rapidash.
When did they... You know what? Skip!
Aerodactyl dies to a Bubble Beam. Dustox get blasted by Extrasensory. Glalie gets smacked by Extrasensory as well. Lunatone goes down to a Bubble Beam. Tucker, you're doing fantastic right now. And the last Pokemon, a Shuckle, somehow outspeeds me but throws the game by going for Defense Curl, allowing us to take it out with Bubble Beam.
Dumb AI throwing ex machina.
Friend, our little buddy, our starter that's gonna help us get through the region. Then we pull a fun little strategy called murdering everyone between Cerulean and Rock Tunnel.
Stop right there, criminal scum. Nobody breaks the law on my watch. I'm confiscating your stolen goods. Now pay your fine.
Now it's time for Rock Tunnel. And listen, I've been playing these games since I was about 5 years old. I know exactly how to get through Rock Tunnel. Okay, fine, yeah, I had to use a guide, but there's nothing wrong with that.
There is several things wrong with that. But I'll throw you a bone, Pat. I'll let you choose how many sins to add to the total this time. So, what's it gonna be?
586.
If you say so.
Also, we can accumulate a lot of experience and level up for what's to come next. So we defeat the trainers, grab as many items as we can, avoid the ghosts, but look, I can't really do anything with the ghosts right now, can I?
But what if they find their way into your neighborhood? Who are you gonna call then?
So I grab the Silph Scope, we clean up the rest of the Team Rocket grunts in the hideout, and we skedaddle because it's time to head back to Pokemon Tower, which the ghost of Marowak turned out to be a Spoink. It's kind of hilarious.
Wait, if Spoink is the ghost, then that means its heart gave... Oh, no.
And by the time we start the fight against Koga, we already are under half health, which means I pretty much have to heal immediately. So I shove a lemonade down Tucker's throat, pet my sub noodle for luck, and remind myself that we have to ration our healing items like it's World War II Britain. I finally understand what my ancestors went through.
As a fellow history buff.
This does put a smile on my face.
Finally deposit Cloyster in the PC. Its task of carrying us through the region now complete. We decide that it's job done. It can go back to its family now.
You say go back to family. I say writing a character out of the story cliche.
Thank you for bringing us this far. We release you into the wilderness. Be free, Cloyster. We will not kill you. We will not turn you into stew. Thank you for all the help.
NANI?!
The cinema, it pulls at your heartstrings. Minus 100 sins.
Yeah, Cloyster the Pokemon that comes at the end of the game to heal us and sends us on our way! Cloyster the Pokemon that gives us health! Cloyster the Pokemon that did not betray us! That came to deliver a health pack before getting hit by a critical hit and dying, enabling us to go to level 92, Cloyster!
As Perfect Cell once said,
Oh, that's that good shit. Suck it, Kale, you Bush League superfood.
Meaning if we survive this quick attack, which we do on 58 points of health, we fire off another extrasensory, and we defeat Chat, allowing Tucker to become the champion of Kaizo Ironmon.
Warning. Reactor core is at critical trouble. Warning.
no,
Reactor core
Tucker's
is at
massive
critical
dub.
trouble. Warning.
She's broken the reactor
is
core
at
in the
critical
sin
trouble.
counter.
Warning.
She's
Reactor
gonna
core
blow!
All hail!
The Queen!